Hey everyone, my name is Hema and welcome to my YouTube channel. First of all, wish you guys a very happy new year 2022. It's probably belated, but that's okay. I hope you guys have had an amazing year so far, and if not, then I hope it gets better. Now, I know I'm super late this year with the planner unboxing, but better late than never, right? So, in this video, I will be unboxing the 2022 Space and Beauty Planner. I have been using their planner since 2020, which was the very first edition of their planner, and I do really like that they keep updating their planner spreads and layouts each year. If you look at their 2020 planner and their 2022 planner, they are very different in terms of what you see inside. I did see a few changes from their 2021 planner as well, mostly for the better, but let's take a more detailed look at that, shall we? The planner was delivered in this cute pink cardboard box, which while is cute, I do miss the sturdier box that their planners came in both in 2020 and 2021. Let me insert a clip of the 2020 and 2021 planner boxes and you'll see what I mean. You can see that they are almost like a gift box and I have been reusing them to store my stuff. I don't know why this year's planner did not come in a box like that, so that's just one thing I wanted to point out. Also, this year's planner costs significantly more than the last 2 years' planners, so I would have expected a more premium quality box to go with it. When you open the box, inside you have the planner along with a lot of freebies. The very first freebie is this deck of playing cards. It's pretty cute and I have to say that the cards inside are of pretty good quality as well. The illustrations are great, but I do have one thing that I wanted to point out, and it's honestly so small that it's not even like a flaw, it's just funny to me. If you see the Jack and the King in the deck look almost the same, that's counterintuitive because unless you look at it up close for a few seconds and notice the J or the K in the corner, they pretty much look exactly the same. Also, for some reason, they both look pissed off, these two men, and they're just angry. Anyway, though, the cards are pretty good quality and the design is cute, it's very minimalist. Next, there's this very pretty satin scrunchie. It's pink like all the freebies, which is great because I love pink. I do wish the pink itself was not as bright as it is, but then again, this is such a welcome freebie. You can never have too many scrunchies in life. Next is a bookmark. The bookmark has this cute gold foil celestial print on it. It's printed only on one side, but that's totally okay. Again, it's pink. Everything's pink, just to give you a heads up. Bookmarks as freebies are always welcome. Personally, I need at least 2 bookmarks inside my planners, always. There is also a postcard as a freebie with the planner. Again, a very welcome freebie. I wish it wasn't so minimalistic though. Like, I get it that that's the theme, but some design, any design, even a very minimalistic one at the back of the postcard would have been nice. Next, we have these 2 terrible notepads. The first one is completely blank. It says notes at the top. It's a very lovely muted peach color. Because it's blank, you can use this for anything, which is great. Then there's the second one, which is ruled, and it says to-do list at the top. It's got these pink polka dots on it. Again, a very cute freebie and a very useful one. Loved these 2 freebies. I'm going to get good use out of these because I always keep needing space to write all kinds of lists and reminders to myself. Then we have 2 notebooks. One is a very small pocket-sized notebook. It's perfect to put in your purse and carry around. I believe this is white in color with black polka dots on it, but there's a very faint hint of pink in it. Or is that my eyes playing a trick on me because everything else is pink? I don't even know, but the pocket notebook is very pretty. Then there's another bigger notebook, which I think is around like an A5 size. It says My Space on it in gold foil lettering, and this is definitely pink in color. It's a very pretty powder pink color. Loved this color. Next freebie is this badge, also pink, and it says You Go Girl. It's a cute badge. You can put it on your backpack or your clothes and stuff. Then there's a pop socket this year as well. Last year they also gave a pop socket. Honestly, I liked last year's design better. This year's is more plain in terms of the design. It's definitely like a more grown-up version of last year's pop socket, if I can put it like that. Next, we have my favorite freebie always. You already know it, the sticker book. I love this year's sticker book a lot more in terms of the quality. In last year's sticker book, although the illustrations were so pretty, it was a pain to actually use the stickers. I can only speak for myself, so those of you who used last year's sticker book, please let me know your experience with it in the comments down below. But this year's sticker book has my heart. The stickers are actually easier to peel off as they should be. The glue is also great. As much as I have used the stickers till now, I have had no issues, but it's too soon to say. Also, there are no printing and cutting errors. All the stickers in the sticker book are usable, which is so important. I hate wasting stickers. Inside there are 44 pages. Yeah, I counted. I did not count the number of stickers though like I did last year. I'm sorry, I just didn't have the patience this time. But there's different categories of stickers in here which are mentioned at the bottom of every page. Like I said, the sticker book is great. It absolutely has my heart, and I wish they would sell this separately like last year's sticker book and not just with the planner, because knowing me, I won't use the sticker book for the fear that I would never be able to use the stickers in it ever again. Which is very weird, I know, but I just feel more comfortable using a sticker book when I have a backup sticker book, so I would definitely buy more copies of this if they sold it separately. Space and Beauty, if you all are watching this, please do that. I love the sticker book so much. Finally, moving on to the actual planner, I chose the black one this year instead of the pink one, is because my 2021 planner, which used to be pink, now looks like, yeah, I don't even know what color this is anymore. So I thought for 2022 I would do the smarter thing, and instead of choosing what looks cute now, I would choose the one that would withstand the kind of wear and tear that I usually put my planners through. The cover of the planner doesn't really say 2022, neither does the spine. If it just said 2022 on the spine, that would have been nice. It only says 2022 at the back. In terms of the size, the 2022 planner is both taller and wider than the 2021 planner, and I like that, although that makes it a little less travel friendly, but for me that's not an issue. The extra space is always welcome. Inside the planner, you have a blank white page. I actually turned this into a yearly mood board for myself in my 2021 planner. I'm pretty sure that I'll use this blank page for my 2022 mood board as well. Next, there are 3 whole pages of self-introduction, which I confess is very intimidating for me because I'm really not good at introducing myself. But here's what I'm thinking. On the Fabulous Me page, I want to write my vision of my higher self, or like a future self who actually is and feels fabulous. So I'm just going to describe her as in my higher self in great detail on this page, so that every time I open the planner, I can remind myself to align my mindset and my actions to get a step closer to being her. The next page is all about me, which is your personal details page. Your name, address, phone number, email, and all that stuff goes here. Then there's a page called the Real Me, where you just fill in the categories that they've given. Oddly, this is hard for me to fill in because sometimes I don't even know what I like, and I know very little about myself, honestly. But this year, like in 2022, one of my major goals is to be more in tune with myself, so this is good. This is like a challenge to get to know myself a bit better, and it's always good to start with the basics, the little things. Next, we have resolutions for the year and affirmations for the year. The 2021 planner did not have a dedicated resolutions page, so I love this addition for 2022. The yearly affirmations page is a new addition as well. The 2021 planner did have a monthly affirmations section, but I actually prefer this because all the affirmations are in one single place. Next is a birthday planning page, and honestly I love this addition. I actually plan my own birthday every single year, down to my outfit, the menu, the cake, what flavor it's going to be, what color it's going to be, what it's going to look like, the decorations, menu, all of it. So I really love this spread. It feels like it was made for me. I love planning, and my birthday is important to me, and I'm a control freak, so this works out perfectly for me. This is again a new addition and a very welcome one for me personally. Next is a memory board. As aesthetic as it looks, I feel like the space to actually write down a memory or stick a picture is not really enough. I actually like the 2021 planners down the memory lane page better than this. It actually did have good enough space to write things or stick an image that is actually visible to the eye. Having said that, if this space is not enough for you or suitable for you, you can always cover this up and modify it to make your own spread for your memories by sticking things over it. Next is a dream journal page. I do journal my dreams occasionally, but this space is probably enough for just like 2 dreams at the most because I write a lot. Or you can use this space to write something else. Some ideas for what you can do here is write more about the dream life you want. Describe how you see yourself maybe 5 years from now, something like that. You can even stick reference images for describing this person you want to be. Like say if she does yoga, you can put a picture of that. Or if you see her as a dog mom, then you can put a picture of that or a quote, whatever you want. I like that this is blank so it's versatile. Next is a page called Deep Secrets, and I'm just like, nah, hell no, I'm not writing my deep secrets in a planner that absolutely anyone can open and read. I will find another use for this page. Like I said, you don't have to stick to the prompts that they have given. You can simply cover it up with anything you want instead. Make the planner work for you and your needs and what you want to see in it. Don't make the planner work you. Don't get stressed about what to write in a particular section if you don't personally identify with it or if it's of no use to you personally. Next is a fantasy board. Again, you can use it for any purpose. One idea I can give you is to write about the version of you that you visualize at the end of 2022, and then it would be a fun activity to come back here on 31st December 2022 and see how much have you aligned with how you visualized yourself at the beginning of the year. That's of course just an idea, you can do anything with it. Then there's the good old vision board page. Images are powerful, they're easier to connect with, they make visualization very easy, so you can use stickers, print photos, cut them out of magazines, go crazy with it. Next is one of my favorite OG spreads in this planner, which is the level 10 goals and level 10 life. This is actually an exercise from the book Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. I love doing this exercise every year. I call this the OG spread because this has been in the planner right from the first edition in 2020 and I love it so much. It's pretty self-explanatory in terms of how to use it. You write your goal here, it's segregated into various categories which is super helpful, and then you rate your progress on the wheel in terms of accomplishing that goal. It looks really good when it's all colored in. Next, there is an idea board, just a page to write down cool ideas you come up with out of the blue. The layout works well if you want to categorize different ideas especially. Then there's an achievement board which is sweet. You can write down your achievements throughout 2022, or you can even go bigger and just write down everything you consider as an achievement in your entire life, not just this year. This is also a new spread and I think it's a great addition. Next, there's a bunch of travel related pages. You have a travel wish list with a world map and you can mark countries you want to visit in it. In the 2021 planner, this was called Places to Visit and it just had a simple checklist with boxes to tick off. I feel like that format was more practical, although this looks cooler, but if you ask me to point out where a particular country is on this world map, I would be clueless. I'm horrible at geography, it's just embarrassing. Beside that, there's a wish list of things to buy from the places you visit, a wish list of things to do, and a miscellaneous wish list. There's also a packing list with the categories clothes, accessories, toiletries, documents, carry-ons and miscellaneous. Next, there's a new spread called My World. The idea behind it is cute. It's like the sun represents you and then you write down the names of people who are like the planets to your own little solar system. I also like this even more because it includes Pluto as a part of the solar system. The spread is a nice reminder of who your people are and who you consider as your tribe, because it really makes you think hard about who the planets to your sun are that you would like to include in this list, and I think that's a really nice journaling prompt. The next few pages are sort of like a continuation of this My World page. There's different pages for your life partner, your mom, dad, sibling, BFF and your gang. I feel like the pre-made categories may not work for some people. I would have preferred if they just let people make their own categories or kept it broad. For example, 2 pages dedicated to family, not specifically your mom, dad or sibling. It would be nice to have the freedom to write about who you consider as family. because family looks very different for different people, right? And then maybe another 2 pages just for your friends. I love the idea behind these. I just feel like it could have been executed better. Then there's the My Priorities page. This is very similar to the Make Yourself a Priority page from the 2021 planner. The difference is that the 2021 planner had 6 and this one has 9 categories you want to write down that you want to prioritize this coming year. Then there's the Bookstagram page. This has space for about 65 books to log for the year. As a slow reader, this is unrealistic for me. Also, the space to write the title of each individual book is too small. In terms of layout, it looks very aesthetic, but I don't find it very practical to use. As for the spread, you can either fill it before the start of the year and write down all the books you want to read like a wish list, or write down the books that you read after you read them like a book tracker. After the Bookstagram, there's the wall of movie spread, same as last year. I love the idea of writing the movie names on the wall. It looks so good when it's completed. I love that they kept the spread the way it is from the 2021 planner. Then there's also the TV shows watch list, which I also love, especially the fact that you can rate each one on a scale of 5. This is also pretty much the same as the 2021 planner, and honestly I'm glad they didn't change anything here. These two spreads are perfect the way they are. Next is a spread for your favorite quotes. I love collecting quotes personally, and it's nice to have a dedicated space in your journal to write down the most profound ones or the ones you related to the most. It's a new addition and I really like it. Then there's a My Money page. This was not there in the 2021 planner. There's also a monthly expense tracker in this planner, as we'll see in a bit, but this spread seems to be specifically for tracking your savings and not your expenses. One of my goals this year is to make sure that my expenses are significantly lower than my income, which is not the case right now. I save very less. I want to change that, and this looks very helpful for it. Besides, this is also a savings jar. This was in the monthly section of the 2020 planner for each month, and they removed it for the 2021 planner. This can serve a totally different function from the My Money page. Here you can track any fund that you've been saving for a specific project. For example, if you want to travel by the end of the year, and so throughout the year you keep reserving funds for that particular trip. You need not save that money in a physical savings jar or open a separate bank account for it. You just write down the amount here and then you have to save it. Like, pretend that money doesn't exist in your bank account because you can't spend it since you've earmarked it for your travel fund. This can work for anything really, something you want to buy for yourself or a loved one, a business you want to start, or it can just be savings for your emergency fund. Next is a mood tracker. This is basically the year in pixel spread. I like that they've kept the color categories broad this year. I didn't really like the default categories that the 2021 planner came with, so I made my own last year. You can do that. You can make whatever customizations you want in your planner, whatever suits you and your preferences. There's also a period tracker similar to the mood tracker. This used to be a monthly tracker in the 2021 planner, but I actually prefer it being a yearly thing so I can look at it all at once if I ever want to. You can track your period dates and also your PMS in this, so that's nice. I like this change. Again, a good improvisation for me. Then there's also a sickness tracker. This used to be a monthly tracker, but I think the change to yearly is again for the better, so you can see all your sick days together. It gives you perspectives. You can see a pattern. For example, during a particular season you might be more prone to a certain type of sickness, so you can see that around that time of the year you do typically tend to fall sick, and you can maybe take extra precautions not to. Then there's a My Body page where you can track your weight and various sizes for all the months. I like the yearly edition, but I do miss this being a monthly tracker. I like to track my weight every week and write it down as well. I religiously use the monthly weight tracker page in my 2021 planner with the weekly weight check-in and the weight gained, lost, goals for the month and rewards. I personally miss it, but I can understand that that kind of obsession with one's weight is not the healthiest, so it's okay, I guess. Next is a page called Improvement Plan. It's divided into various categories like body, mind, relationship and world around me. This is again a great addition, I think, to write down your yearly goals for all these categories and then breaking them down into actionable steps that you can take to achieve them. Then there's a Sacred Rituals page, which is basically your morning and night routines. Last year I did say that this should be a monthly thing because your morning and evening routine can change every month, but I've gained some new insight. It's not about what has changed in your morning and evening routine every month, but about what you want to retain in your morning and evening routines, no matter where you are, no matter what your present circumstances are. It's good to have a routine to keep yourself grounded and sane. There are some things in your morning routine, for example, that you don't want to change no matter what, like making your bed after waking up, or brushing your teeth, or taking a shower, or anything that you want to inculcate as part of your routine. Then there's a new addition called products I use. I personally like the idea of this spread because I'm really trying to downsize the products I own to the bare minimum, trying to minimize my skincare purchases, especially. Cleaning schedule page, which is one of my favorites. Again, an OG spread because this has been there since the very first 2020 edition of the planner. I love having my cleaning routine in place, and this particular spread works great for me, so I love that they have retained it as it is with no changes. This spread is perfection. I love it. The next two spreads I have no use for personally. I don't know what goes into the social fandom page, and I'm definitely not going to write down my passwords in a journal that literally anyone can read. So I don't think I'm going to get any use out of this personally. I will probably cover this up and use this as something else. Next is the subscriptions page, and this is a blessing, honestly. I love this page. I have a lot of subscriptions: Spotify, Netflix, Prime, Hotstar, Apple TV, Microsoft Office. I've given my money off to so many businesses. It's nice to know when it's going to be deducted from my account. A very useful page personally. Like I said last year, you can also put in your monthly or yearly mutual fund deductions or EMI deductions in here as well. Then there's Who Borrowed What, a new addition this year, a welcome addition I would say, because don't you hate it when someone borrows something and doesn't return it to you? Next is a page called Gifts. You can use this in two ways. You can either write down your own wish list for gifts, as in what you want for your own birthday, or how I like to use this is to write down gift ideas for other people. There was a gift list in the monthly pages in the 2021 planner, and I really liked that, although I'm not too bummed to see it go, because that's something I can always put on a sticky note or something. Next and the last yearly spread is the best days of the year spread. Now with the memory board and the achievements page, I'm not sure what purpose this serves, but I hope that we all have so many amazing memories and achievements in 2022 that we fill in all of these pages with it. Finally, we come to the months. The month at a glance, and did you guys notice something? It starts from a Monday. I also see that the squares are bigger than the 2021 planner, and that's great. I love it. Monthly grids should have good enough space to write for people like me with giant handwriting. They have kept the little section for notes, and they have removed the week 1, week 2 thing from the side. I love that they've made all the right changes here. It looks very clean, very minimal. That's exactly how I like it. After the month at a glance, you directly start with the weekly daily spread. I love that. I also love the ample space to write your daily logs, which is so much bigger than the 2021 planner. Also, thank God they removed the goal grid from the 2021 planner. The struggle was real to fill it in every single month, even the habits to kill, habits to grow. By December 2021, it started to feel very mechanical to me, like something I had to do instead of something I wanted to do. They've also removed the weekly little gratitude section at the end, but as much as I will miss it, I am not sad to see it go, because that gives so much more space in the daily log, and you can always write your gratitude in another journal. There's notes at the end of the daily log pages, and they have retained the monthly review at the end of each month. The questions are exactly the same as in the 2021 planner, but there's more space to write down your answers, and the format or the structure is a bit different. This is better in my opinion than the 2021 planner. So much cleaner and easier to read. Monthly obsessions page is still there, and I'm glad. It's nice to reflect on the little things you like doing each month. It just becomes a fun, memorable thing when you make a record of it in writing. Like 2 years later, I can come back to this and see what song I was jamming to, or what book I was reading, what food I enjoyed eating, and it's nice to come back to stuff like that after you've totally forgotten about it. Next is the habit tracker. I am not sure about the change in the placement of the habit tracker. In the 2021 planner, it was before the start of the daily pages. I'm not sure if I like the change of it being after the daily pages, but we'll see how it works out in a few months. Next, there's a sleep tracker. This was there in the 2021 planner but looked very different. I like this lot better than the 2021 planner because you can not only mark the days on which you got an exact 8-hour sleep or whatever number of hours you've designated. Here you can track track your sleep for all the days and specifically see how many hours of sleep you ended up getting on all days between 1 to 12 hours. You can also rate the quality of your sleep. So in that sense, I like this tracker a lot better. Next is the expense tracker. Although I don't think this space is nearly enough for me and my expenses, but I want to reach a point where it is. So basically I want to reduce my expenses. A new addition to the expense tracker is the expense summary of how much you spent on all these categories and how much you ended up saving, which is great. It gives you so much perspective on what you are presently prioritizing versus what you actually need to prioritize in terms of your spending. And the last monthly spread is the meal planner. You can plan 3 meals, your breakfast, lunch and dinner for the whole month in here. You could also use it for something else if you aren't into meal planning. I don't know why this still has the week 1, week 2 thing if they removed it from the monthly grid. It just takes up space and doesn't really do much in terms of a practical purpose, but that's a very minor thing. And then we come to the next month. Let me quickly take you through the monthly dividers. The illustrations are stunning. I love the use of bold colors. They look amazing. At the end of December, the planner doesn't just end abruptly. There's more fun activity pages here. There's mandala coloring pages, nail art pages, doodle pages, and space to write down your playlist. There's also pages to pen down anything you want, self-portrait, and some blank pages till we reach the end of the planner. The planner also comes with a simple white ribbon bookmark. I'm disappointed to see that there are no monthly tabs for easy navigation. I really wish they would add it, especially if they have increased the price of the planner. That's it for the planner unboxing, flip through and review. Let me know in the comments if you are planning to use this particular planner, and if you are, then how are you planning to use it, and I will see you guys in the next planner unboxing video. Till then, love yourself, take care of yourself and your loved ones.